Hello and welcome to Geeks of the Round Table Let's Plays. I am Tim of Not Another Reviewer, and with me is Geekosaurus Mike.
If you're expecting something even close to enthusiastic as that, then you're all in for some major disappointment today.
That was about as enthusiastic as the television program I've been watching, which the video for that's probably already released, and also that has nothing to do with what we're playing right now. We're playing Pokemon Red, so...
We are, in fact, not trying to catch them all, because that would take forever, and we need Pokemon Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have Pokemon Blue, actually, but I don't have, and I got a hold of a link cable, but I don't have two classic, Game Boys for the link cable to work. So yeah, I messed up.
Yeah, hence why we don't have a Golem yet.
We're not gonna have a Golem. I don't think that's gonna happen. Unless, like, I get my shit together in, like, the last episode. And manage to produce...
And honestly, what are the odds of Tim getting his shit together?
I know, right? It's like you guys don't even know me, if that's what you're expecting. Alright, so... what we're doing right now is... trying to figure out what doors... because you know what? I didn't even bother to watch the last episode of this before to know what we've done already in this building and what we still need to do. But... there's really not
That
much.
would be because what we still need to do is kick ass.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we fought everybody on this floor. Like, it's not... like, it's gonna take long to go through, like, the 2 floors we've been through to figure out which enemies we fought already and which ones we didn't. Because I don't think we started the 3rd floor unlocking doors and stuff quite yet. Oh, and Killian is here! Killian is here.
Hi, Killian!
There's such a convenient little band button right next to Killian's name. It's very shiny. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Killian, we are going to run out of exclamation points at this rate.
Yeah, you've just used them all. What are we supposed to do now? I mean, if anything exciting happens, there's nothing we can possibly do about it. Oh, he's talking to you now because he doesn't want to talk to me. Because I threatened to ban him. For no reason. Imagine why he'd be sore about that. We have a budget on exclamation points, don't we?
We do, and at this rate, we're not going to make it to the next fiscal quarter.
Yeah. Okay. Less than 3? Isn't less than 3 how you make a heart?
Killian, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
He asks you and ignores me. Oh, the eternal pain
No
I
one cares.
suffer. I know. So, what have you been up to, good sir?
Oh, not too terribly much. How about yourself?
I've been working on a video. I've been watching a television program, as I mentioned earlier. And it may possibly be one of the worst shows on television of its kind. But if you watch the review...
And what show is that?
That would be The Flash, released in 1990.
Yeah, that show sucked.
Sucked on ice. I have a question for you though, because there's since this video is going to come out after that review comes out, I feel we might be able to get a little behind the scenes-ish, and I can ask you a few questions. Because I've been watching the series, which is quite a long and droning series, so it really feels like it's draining my life away as I watch it. But also I've been reading the comic books when I have a chance. I started at the very first Barry Allen Flash with Showcase number 4. And I've been working my way forward. Now, the problem is, there's about 200 issues of the Barry Allen Flash that I need to read. But then, because that show has Dr. Christina McGee, I have to read the Wally West version of the Flash as well, because fucking those dildo butts decided to mix it up and use Barry's origin, Barry's character, well, barely Barry's character, but, Barry's name we'll go with. They used Barry's name, Barry's origin, but they ditched Barry's girlfriend slash wife slash companion character for Wally's. Well, companion character. She doesn't end up being a love interest, but she is in the show. So I need to know what you can tell me about Dr. McGee in the comics.
I'm afraid I can't tell you terribly much. I never read too much classic Flash. He wasn't a superhero that really interested me until recently.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was trying. There's like two people I know that I can talk to about this, and I've already pulled the ear of the other guy quite a lot. So I was trying to see if I could use your knowledge as well, but nope.
I'm afraid not.
No. Well, that's fine. Can't get them all. But so that means I'll have to read about 500 comic strips tomorrow. Though honestly,
If he has Barry Allen's origin, did he get his powers from hard water?
That was Jay Garrick's actually.
Oh,
And it
right.
wasn't
I
hard
always
water.
think Barry Allen's the first.
And it wasn't hard water. It was heavy water, which actually is like a scientific thing. I did a little research on the Golden Age Flash in case any references were to pop up in the show, and there's like two that I'm aware of, but they aren't substantial enough. One's obvious, and one might be very subtle. Like, I don't even know if it was a reference or not.
I'm sure they put a few things in to just be like, see comic book fans? We read it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they didn't. Because then they would have had Iris in more than one fucking episode. And that's pretty much the whole plot of the show, by the way. Because there are three principal characters. Well, they claim there's three, but there's a lot more. Because there's two officers that are basically the bulk and skull of the show. And then there's like the hard cop or whatever the fuck, Lieutenant Garfield. But the three principal characters of the show are, and I've probably already discussed this in my review that I haven't even written the script yet for, are Julio, Barry, and Tina. And basically the whole plot, aside from the shoehorned in awkward as shit heroics, is Rage is a good move for the bug. I don't remember it being particularly.
No.
Yeah, I didn't remember it being particularly good. But basically the whole thing is either, Barry, it's like Barry's the Flash and he's wearing himself down and he works too much and, he's the Flash too much and it's killing him, and then you got Julio, who's always trying to set him up on blind dates because he's single because Iris left him. That's not a thing that should have happened, and there's all this romantic tension between him and the Doctor, even though she's supposed to get back with her husband, but that's pretty much gone after the pilot,
When you say Julio, it makes me think of the Justice League Liberty Files alternate universe, where it takes place during the Cold War, and the Kryptonian who came to Earth is actually Zod. And he just puts on this facade of being a good guy for the majority of the comic until he decides, by the way, I'm going to take over the world. The reason Julio being in The Flash reminds me of that is because The Flash was this Mexican guy in that universe.
Wow.
Who was just sitting around drinking tequila until he got Batman's signal.
Wow. That'd be amazing. That version of the Flash sounds delightful. Oh, I have a...
He didn't really do much. It was just, he ran to the fight scene, Batman was like, go run and get this doctor guy, and he kind of just did that and then was never seen again.
I wish that's what would happen in the show. Barry just wouldn't be seen again. But yeah, I find that the comics are kind of dull as dishwater too. But that's only because like Barry doesn't actually have a personality yet. Well, he does now. Like the first few comics is just, oh, there's trouble that I heard over my police radio. It's time to become the Flash. And like a flash, he clicked a hidden spring in his ring that caused his suit to come out and inflate like a navy raft whenever it touches the water, you know? And then he springs into action and does one of any four, one of any four actions that always work. But
His ring does what we need it to do.
no, his ring does the one thing consistently every time. Fortunately. But they ditched that in the show. That ring is gone. That ring doesn't exist. It's not a thing.
In fairness, it didn't make terribly much sense.
Well, who cares, And actually, it kind of...
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't make sense as a character, as do all superheroes. And Killian, have you read all just Batman comics, or are you talking about Batman and the spin-offs? Because I want to say right now DC has something like 20 Batman spin-off comics going on.
Yeah.
If you do, kudos, but that is a big time and money investment.
Oh my. Oh my.
I mean, I could go read the, hey look, Harley Quinn's a hooker now series, but... Sorry, I really don't like her redesigned costume.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm just biased towards the 90s cartoon.
Harley Quinn. Ugh. Give me her, Patricia Tannis, and Moxie from Borderlands 2. Done deal. Done deal.
Mr. Mime and Jinx always bothered me in this game.
Motherfucker!
Actually, they just bother me in general.
What the fuck just happened?
Got your ass kicked, that's what.
I have a question about weaknesses. Psychic type are weak to... Oh my god.
This might just have to be like Koga's gym, where we just plow through with our strong guys.
Well, I'm trying to train Beedrill now before we get to the gym, because remember, we're in Silphco at this moment. But what the hell? What the hell? Oh, right, he's fainted. So we need something for our fainted buddy. Whoops.
We need a doctor over here.
Is there a doctor in the house? I'm a doctor. Oh, jeez. But, fucking, yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna have to do some more research on Dr. Tina McGee.
Time for research.
Because the thing is, my theory is she's not really her character. She's basically, like, just one of the roles that Iris took. But since Iris isn't in the show, she's just kind of still there. So, like, she's got her scientist half that's always working and always, like, browbeating Barry to take care of himself and shit. But then there's also the parts where she's, like, where they're going out to dinner, or they're going to a play or a show, or they're at his place watching movies, And, she always has an early appointment in the morning, because that's supposed to remind you that she's also a workaholic. And Barry's always either leaving or late, because he's the Flash, and he's obsessed with helping people. It's... Ugh. How am I going to make this into a cohesive review?
It's a good question.
I should probably not bring up too much about the comic. Just be like, okay, here are the main differences you'll notice between this thing and the comic. And now let's get to actually reviewing the show and not really worrying too much about that. Because the show is bad enough on its own merits. Ghost.
Yeah, you can't really, with a lot of TV adaptations, you can't really take the comic history all that much into account.
Yeah.
Like how Bruce Banner is named David Banner in his show.
Mm. Because they wanted it to sound less gay.
I just wonder who the executive was who had to look like a writer in the eye and go, I don't know, the name Bruce sounds pretty gay.
And that's when they're like, right. Yeah. Because nobody would like a superhero whose secret identity's name was Bruce, right?
I can't think of any other prominent superheroes popular in modern culture
Yeah.
with the first name Bruce.
Most certainly not the biggest fucking superhero. Idiots. I mean, that guy had a double whammy going with douchey names. He had Bruce and Wayne, yet he's still badass. What was his middle name? Clancy?
Probably Chad.
No, even worse. Chadwick. Bruce Chadwick Wayne.
The most douchey name I can think of is Preston, just because the one Preston that I've ever had to be in contact with was such an ass.
Preston. Mm. Yeah, that does roll right off the douche tongue. I came back to Clancy. We're theorizing what Batman's middle name is, Killian. But yeah, how long do you think the Silphco nonsense is going to take? Because I'm already tired of it.
Probably longer than you want.
Damn it. But didn't you say getting like the 6th, 7th, and 8th badges were like real quick? If you heard me snapping my fingers.
Yeah, they speed up after you beat Team Rocket.
Good. Good. That's what I like. I like that long time. Though I shouldn't be saying that because I was trying to get a copy of Pokemon Silver. When the hell did that go up in value so high? Because, like, 3 years ago, they were $10. $10. Like, you'd be lucky to get $5 for a copy without the battery. Like, with the battery, it doesn't work. And now they're $30, and those are the ones with the batteries that don't work. I can't even find one that still saves or has been tested, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess a lot of people are nostalgic for it these days.
Yeah. I blame Twitch. They're doing it probably, pushed up the sales. It's all
Those
artificial.
bastards.
It's all artificial inflation. I mean, like, if something happens where it becomes prevalent, or it hits quote-unquote retro, I don't know. All I know is there might be a slight break in Pokemon games while I'm trying to find a copy of Pokemon Silver. Because I changed the battery in my Pokemon Yellow cartridge, and it was a nightmare. I don't want to do it again. Unless Killian has one. Using self-destruct immediately. Class. The fact that a trainer does that is probably the funniest
I feel like
part.
there's a Team Rocket or...
What?
I feel like there's a Team Rocket or terrorists joke in there somewhere, but it might be in bad taste to make it.
Yeah, I think so. Really? Look at that. I was joking, and Killian might be able to hook us up. How about that shit?
I think I know where my old copy of Silver is. It just doesn't work at all in my
Yeah.
memory.
Oh no.
Silver and gold, silver and gold. Back in the Rankin Bass days, you all know what I'm talking about.
What? Oh yeah, yeah.
The
I
Rudolph
yeah.
claymation.
I think my favorite is Fog's as thick as peanut butter. I thought you meant. Don't you mean pea soup? You eat what you like, and I'll eat what I like.
Yukon Cornelius was in many ways the prototypical Ron Swanson.
Silver! Silver, I thought you wanted gold. I can't remember what line follows that, but it was very likely gold.
No, he's basically like, I know what I want, bitch.
Oh, jeez. Bumbles bounce! This is. I hope this whole psychic versus bug type isn't going to be one of those things where, like, it's just broken. It just doesn't actually work. Because I suspect.
I think that our guys are a higher enough level than Sabrina and her gems that it's not gonna really matter all that terribly much.
Yeah. But we need a full group. We need to finish up our group. And I don't think we have a full group yet.
Killian, get out of here with those crazy dreams of being a dentist. You don't belong here with that kind of talk.
You can't fire me. I quit. See, I don't fit. This should be a Christmas episode, and we're doing it in fucking like March.
Say, future Mike, when you're listening to this, title this episode Christmas in March. Or Christmas in April, since that's probably when it's going to come out.
No. This is going to come out in March 28th.
Well, speaking of Christmas in April, though, I once went with a group to do a program called Christmas in April, where you basically just went around and you fixed up like the houses of the old or disabled or what have you, and my group got assigned to fixing the kitchen cabinets at this old woman's house, and our group leader was severely allergic to cats, and kind of wish there had been somebody like ask questions like that, because this woman was in every respect a crazy cat lady.
Okay.
To the point that he was holding up pretty well. His name was Matt. He was holding it pretty well. He kind of had puffy red eyes and whatnot, but he was getting through. Until he opened one cabinet that led to the ventilation system, and a cat leaped out of the vent into his face.
Wow. That actually happens in real life? I mean, I've seen that on TV 1,000
Yep.
times, but I didn't think it actually happened in real life. Oh, good. This is going to be another one of those situations where we're going to get so much stuff, our inventory is going to be full. I am one of the 4 Rocket Brothers. Yeah. You mean one of the 4 Rocket Wusses? I love that Tim knows. I love that Tim knows. Yeah, I know the lyrics. I watch that shit every year. Jeez, don't be so surprised.
Do you know Santa Claus is Coming to Town movie.
No.
Got the mailman at the beginning.
Oh yeah, okay.
And it's about well, we actually Christmas decoration we have at my house is a figure of the mailman and his wagon, and he has a button where he'll sing. The problem being he sings like the first 10 minutes of the movie every single time. You can't stop him.
Oh God.
It's just, this is happening. Buckle up, everybody.
This is what we're doing today.
And yes, he does have a penguin named Topper. If by some miracle we got to, like, Diamond and Pearl,
yeah,
and we would be picking Empoleon because he's a penguin and penguins are awesome.
Okay.
And by a second miracle we remembered this conversation, we would be naming him Topper.
Okay. Guess what's probably not gonna happen?
Literally anything I just said.
No, we'll probably get to Diamond and Pearl. It's just we won't remember any of this shit. Unless by some strange...
Killian, I'm trusting you to help us here.
Yeah. It's your job now. Your task. We may call on you one day. So I'll make sure you remember.
I believe in you, but he'll be right back, so
he's probably leaving to forget. Because that's what...
I'm gonna go write it down.
Now make sure, Killian, that you follow these specific instructions. Oh wait, he's gone.
Okay, Killian. You need to cut the blue wire. It's blue with white stripes. The other one is white with blue stripes.
Really? You're gonna do Archer right now? We're gonna have another Archer? Another Archer moment?
When is not a good time to have an Archer moment?
That's true. Obviously, the whole core concept.
Not... Okay, bit of a stretch.
What? I don't know, I just wanted to say that. It had nothing to do with what you were saying. I just wanted to break in with that reference. I was breaking in. I'm a wild man. I break in.
Fair enough.
I break in the references where they are inappropriate and sometimes in bad taste. I fit them in there. Seriously though, such a large building. Why are there so many trainers that have like 1,000,000 Pokemon? And they're all like the worst ones.
Maybe that's Giovanni's plan. He's pulling a Soviet Russia and just having all of his forces run up and self-destruct in the hope that it'll deter you. It worked for Stalin. Scorched earth.
Okay, I was gonna say, there's like 1 HP left on that Golbat. If this confusion thing does anything, I'm gonna be pissed. So basically, after an awful lot of time mocking Beedrill, we decided to come crawling to a Weedle to have one, and now we're probably not gonna fucking use it.
Welcome to this Let's Play.
Awesome. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it with the Beedrill. On my desktop to remind you to name Piplup Topper. Okay. That's like what, the 4th generation? We're not even done with the first?
Yep, Diamond and Pearl.
We're not even done with the first, and
Setting our sights high.
we got Killian making notes.
Because Killian believes.
See, now the issue is we're gonna have to figure out a way to capture a 3DS. Though you said we were talking about a 3DS capture device, or not 3DS, regular DS, but still it's the same issue. But you were talking about a DS capture device, weren't you?
I mean, I know that DS capture cards exist.
Yeah. We just have to find one. With an HDMI out. And then take over the world! Yeah.
Might be one or two more steps in there.
Yeah. I got faith in us. I mean, not in general, but